So we sold our entire video game collection for the contents of this aluminum box.
There's that one down here.
You know what it is? It's like when you're into video games and you're into video games and you're an enthusiast, it's like you have nobody to talk to about it. I don't know about you guys. I work with hundreds. I can't talk to my wife. I can't talk to any of my friends because they're basically, I guess they're just not into it like I am. You know, sure, they'd love to play a video game here or there, but they're not into it like I am. And it's like, you know, I work with hundreds of people and I look around and, you know, there's nobody you can really talk to about it. It's a shame. Sometimes you have interests, and sometimes I wish I had a group of buddies that were, you know, as into it as I am. I mean, then maybe life would be a little more interesting. But, you know, you talk to some people at work about it, and, you know, you sit there and you tell them about this new game that you want to get or something, their eyes glaze over, they look at you like, you know, what the fuck is the matter with him? Don't you have any goals in life? All right. So, all right. Well, listen, let's get started here. This is going to be a long fucking show, man. All right, so the games are gone. So what happened? How could you be the host of the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization, and you know what? And you sold all your video games? Well, you know, I gotta tell you guys something. You know, I love video games as much as the next guy. But I would sit downstairs, and I had the Retron 5, still have the Retron 5, but I would pop games in and pop games out, pop games in, pop games out. You know what? Deep down inside, I said to myself, you know what? I don't have the games that I truly want to play. And we don't have the games that we started this show to acquire. And that is TurboGrafx and PC Engine games. I mean, the games are getting ridiculously expensive. I mean, it's like, I said to myself, I'm looking at the games I have, I said, listen, if I don't make a move now, it's just going to be impossible to acquire these games in the future. And I don't do emulators. I know a lot of guys, oh, you know, you get the Turbo Memory Drive, you can play video games, you can play every TurboGrafx game you ever wanted to for, you know, $100 or even, you know, emulate. I don't do emulators. To me, it's not exciting. There's something about having the console and putting the game in the console. I'm an old man now. I'm pushing 40, and the idea of emulators is just, it's not interesting. I love to see the games, the artwork on the game package. It's just something about a physical copy. I don't know how to explain it. So here we go. And guys, you want to talk about, this is a metamorphosis. Almost like a cocoon. It was almost like this game shelf was a cocoon. And now it is hatched into a butterfly, not a butterfly, but more of like, say, an eagle. Like an eagle with a dick so big it can't fly. I mean, guys, listen. Here we go. Are you ready? This took, let's see, basically what we did was we took our entire video game collection, and we blew it out on eBay. I just took all Nintendo games in a bundle, put it on eBay, set it for 99 cents, and let's see where it goes. Hey, listen, I know I could sell the games individually. You're selling games individually, you get a lot more money. It wasn't about that. It was about moving it quick, and then making the move in this direction, okay? So let's show you what we got here. All right. So basically, and I know I'm burning a lot of time here, and half of you guys are falling asleep, so let's get started right now. So basically, we came out with about, after selling everything, we came out with about $3,800. And I took every penny of that $3,800. I'm still waiting on a few things to come in, and I'll update you on that. But here you go. This is what $3,800 gets you when you're talking PC Engine, and not just PC Engine. Okay? So you say, okay, where did you buy these games? I don't know where eBay gets a bad rap. I know everybody hates eBay, and I think people have their hate for eBay because people at garage sales and thrift stores and some stuff like that. When you go to buy your games, people bring up eBay and eBay prices and this, that, the other thing. Okay, let me tell you something. All these games I have here, I overpaid for. And I bought them all off of eBay. Because to be honest with you, I don't see any other option. I mean, sure, I could try till the end of time to find these games at the garage sale. They're never going to show up. I ordered half of them from Japan and half of them from a seller here in the United States. And listen, I'll explain the whole thing. I'm going to start from the very beginning. I'm going to start from low to high. We're going low to high here. I know I shouldn't be doing it like that, but I mean just for the excitement of it all. I'm very excited about this episode. So let's get started. Okay, so basically, listen, and when I say that I'm trying to pull up the prices that I paid for these games. Because one of the most disingenuous things is when you watch somebody's video game program and they tell you about games that they bought or something like that, and then they sit and they tell you, well, I got a great deal on this. And it's like, oh, really? You got a great deal? Well, what's a great deal? What, you can't fill me in? You know, I'm good enough, you know, I'm special enough where I can subscribe to your channel, maybe even contribute to your Patreon account, but I'm not special enough to know about the great deal that you got on a video game. That's my pet peeve when people don't talk about the price that they paid for video games. It's so interesting. It's interesting to me. I'm fascinated by it. I want to know how much you paid for it. I want to know if I overpaid for the same thing, if I got a good deal on the same thing. What kind of deal did you get? So anyway, I'm going to tell you right now. I know it's eBay and you probably 9 times out of 10 you're overpaying on eBay. I don't do auctions, okay? I've lost so many auctions. I don't know what kind of bullshit stories go on with these auctions. I've lost auctions at the last minute. I don't know what the fuck happens. It's almost like people are, you lose an auction by like 1 cent. Like, how could this be? How is it even possible? I don't fucking know. All right, I'm losing track of where I'm at. I'm just so excited right now. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and this did take a long time. And it took a long time because, listen, I did buy it nows, and when I bought these games, say the game's an $80 game, an $80 to $100 game, okay? And you get it for $60 on eBay. Guess what? You're getting a $60 copy of that game. It's either got scratches on the disc, the manual's fucked up, the case comes all cracked. So I bought on the higher end of the games that were listed because I wanted immaculate copies. I'm sorry. And as a matter of fact, I was lucky enough to find a buyer there, a seller, who I bought a copy of one of his games, and it came to me immaculate. And he was very, very, how would you say? He was very modest about the way he graded things. So I bought one thing, I bought another thing. I said, boy, this guy's got good stuff. And he's got it in mint condition. So I contacted him. I said, listen, I'm interested in buying a lot of the games you have available. I said, how about, we work something out? So we worked something out, on the price and whatnot, and on the shipping. So, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to cover here, so here we go. All right. Oh, I know everybody's getting pissed now, right? Let me talk about the genre game that we focused on here, okay? There are two genres of games that are my favorite. It's role-playing games and shooters. frankly, at this point in my life, especially with a kid, I just don't have the time to put into maybe doing a review on a role-playing game, or role-playing games that require an enormous amount of your time. I get the opportunity to go downstairs, put something in, and start playing. So shooters. The focus here is shooters, and the PC Engine, the 16-bit era to me was the golden age for shooters. I'm sorry, the Nintendo. You play the Nintendo shooters, they're great. They're great, but they're very simplistic. They don't really have the detail, not necessarily in the gameplay, but in the graphics. It's like the 16-bit era was just like the graphics were coming around, and just the design of some of these shooters was done so well. When you start to move out into the 32-bit and beyond, the focus was more on, and not necessarily, but it started to get more on, the Dreamcast and the Saturn. Saturn has excellent shooters, and we have some here. But it started to get into that bullet hell realm, and bullet hell is fine, and I know there's a lot of people that are really big fans of bullet hell. I don't mind the bullet hell style of game, but it's the classic shooters that really that I find exciting and interesting and historical. Okay. So I'm just gonna blast through these. I have first impression thoughts on all of them. I haven't sunk my teeth into any individual shooter yet. It was just a quick playthrough, maybe an hour and a half's worth of time into it. But here we go. Twin Bee. Twin Bee, we paid $40 for Twin Bee. And it is, it is like, a cute 'em up. Oh. I get sick to my stomach just saying it. And it's the last time I'm going to say it. I'm not really into this style game. I'm more into a spaceship shooter. The graphics are beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's a very smooth running game. The gameplay is very good. But my initial thoughts were I want to try. I have 1,000 other games I want to try before I actually get to seriously consider Twin Bee. Okay. Galaga 88. This is one of those games where people of old school shooters go crazy for Galaga 88. It's on a lot of people's top 10 greatest shooters of all time. If you're a fan of Galaga, the great old school arcade, as far as, ports to home consoles, Galaga 88, I think it's considered, a real crowning achievement. It's a fun game. Again, I put a lot of time into this game, actually. Very deceiving. It seems like it would be easy because it's very basic, Space Invaders Galaga type of shooting action, but deceivingly difficult. Okay, here we go. This one I bought purely for nostalgia, and I think we paid $30 for this, $25 or something like that. It's Vig's Tactical Gladiator. It's one of the most misunderstood shooters for the TurboGrafx 16 or PC Engine. It's a game that I played with my friend Rex as a kid. There's so much depth in this game. The way you choose your weapons for each individual level, extremely difficult, but extremely rewarding and great game and challenging game design. It's an awesome game. Vig's Tactical Gladiator, and the cover for the PC Engine version just blows away the TurboGrafx version. It's almost embarrassing. Oh boy, here we go. I mean, you want to talk about pedigree. Gradius. Okay, we paid $40 for an immaculate copy of Gradius. What are you going to say about Gradius? I mean, this is like when you talk about, this is like the Mustang, It's like the beginning of the muscle car era for side-scrolling shooters. Gradius, and let me tell you something. This game kicks my ass. I don't know why. The first level was easy. The second level kicks my ass. I mean, I feel like almost like RoboCop. You know when RoboCop they beat the shit out of him, and then he goes to he like runs to the factory or something like that, and they got to take his helmet off and they got to repair him, and all of a sudden he's got to get his targeting system down. I feel like I got my ass kicked from not playing shooters for so long, and now I'm trying to get my targeting systems down and whatnot. And by the way, that scene in RoboCop is a direct ripoff of from a scene in Fistful of Dollars, Clint Eastwood spaghetti western. So, it's amazing how many newer movies rip off scenes from older movies, and people don't even realize it. But Clint Eastwood gets his ass kicked in that movie, and he's got to basically learn how to shoot his revolver again. Meanwhile, he was like, greatest gunfighter in town. So. Here we go, Gradius. This was one of the first games that I wanted to get, was Gradius, because it's just a wonderful piece of history. Moving forward. Aeroblasters. Aeroblasters is a terrific side-scrolling shooter. And let me tell you something, I'm not going to bullshit you here, okay? A lot of times, I did a lot of research on shooters going into this, just to find some of the ones that maybe I didn't know about, and wanted to learn more about. And you look at a lot of people's top 10 lists, and I guess I got news for you. A lot of them are all out of whack. Okay, I'm here to tell you which are the good ones, and which are the ones that you should stay away from, and which are the ones that have high critical acclaim just because I think it's cool for them to have critical acclaim when they don't really deserve it. And trust me, I was surprised. But you can't go wrong with Aeroblasters. It's a solid game. This you can get for the American TurboGrafx version. I think it was cheaper here. What do we pay for this? I think I paid $40 for this. Copy of Aeroblasters. Nice clean graphics. Okay. Oh man, what a gem we got here. What an unexpected gem we got here. I heard a lot about Mr. Heli. I never played it before. This is a game by Irem. It's absolutely spectacular. Spectacular. It is a cartoony type of, that's what I'm going to call it, a cartoony type of shooter. Definitely, I don't think I'd call it a cute 'em up, but it's such an interesting game. It has great level design. That's the one thing that stood out to me, the way the levels was. It's great level design and great strategy in this game. A wildly underrated game. Paid $40 for this. Mr. Heli. Okay, I'm gonna break order here. Okay, we got Star Soldier. Okay, and initially I got Soldier Blade. Let me get that out. Hold on a second. Okay, number one, let's go right to Soldier Blade here, because this was supposed to come higher in the list, but I got to talk about Soldier Blade. Soldier Blade, let me tell you something. A lot of these games are Hudson Soft, and you start to realize what a wonderful creator Hudson Soft was, or publisher, or whatever you want to call them. Hudson Soft games, I swear to God, it's so hard to find a bad Hudson Soft game. And when it comes to the PC Engine, man, they were rocking. Soldier Blade, if you want a shooter and you want to get your feet wet in a shooter for the PC Engine or TurboGrafx 16, okay, we paid big money for this one. I think we paid, it was either 130, 135, 140 bucks. For this copy of Soldier Blade. But this is, it's a great shooter. I don't know how to explain it. Vertical shooter with wonderful graphics. This is on the chip, by the way, not on the CD. Wonderful graphics, wonderful music. The level design is awesome. You can tell there was so much thought into it. And my initial impression, this game makes you feel like a shooting expert. It makes you feel like you I think that's what makes a great shooter. This game makes you feel like you know how to play shoot. Let me tell you something now. Everybody says the same thing. I love shooters, but I suck at them. It's the same rap, or everywhere you go. I love shooters, but I suck at them. Okay, guess what? If you think you're good at shooters, okay, I've watched some playthroughs on shooters. Let me tell you something. There are people out there that are so phenomenal at shooters. It's just like, it's like when you're learning how to play the drums, right? And then, you know, you turn on YouTube and there's a 3-year-old Japanese kid who's fucking thrashing the drums like nobody has ever had in their life. It's like, I don't know what they give these Japanese kids. They do everything at like 3 years old. They're masters at it. Jeez, we're so fucking dumb in this country. But anyway, Soldier Blade is one of those games. When you put it on and you start playing, it sucks you in. It makes you feel like you're good at shooters, and then it fucking tramples you. But you want to stay with it. What a wonderful game! Awesome power-ups. I mean, it's a terrific game. So just after getting Soldier Blade, I immediately went out and I picked up Superstar Soldier. Superstar Soldier is another beautiful game. Beautiful gun power-ups. Nice levels. Great overhead vertical shooter. But the thing that drives me nuts about this is when you die, you go back to the beginning of the level. I don't even think you go back to a checkpoint. I'm not exactly sure about that. But it was driving me nuts. And after playing Soldier Blade, it's like, what do I want to do? Do I want to play this and get punished? Like beyond punished? I do want to play this a lot more because, listen, it's Soldier Blade. I'm sorry, Superstar Soldier. It's got a wonderful pedigree. So I will play through it. But it's just like, I played this and Soldier Blade was so new to me. I was like, I'm going to go back to Soldier Blade. So, which then led me, of course, oh, by the way, Superstar Soldier, I think we paid, I mean, this is going to get boring if I pull up the prices for everyone here. Let me see what we paid for Superstar Soldier. All right, everybody's falling asleep, right? Okay, I want to see if, I want to say 40, there we go, $32. That's not bad, not bad. The next logical decision to make was to get Final Soldier. Final Soldier, I would put it between Superstar Soldier being a better game and Soldier Blade probably being the best of the series. I would say Final Soldier has more simplified graphics. It is an easier game. Still a wonderful shooter, no question about it. But I would say musically, I think Soldier Blade takes it, then Superstar Soldier, and then we got Final Soldier here. A lot of people love Final. You know, you get into big arguments here because there are fans, you know, who like one game over another. I mean, you could pick one, and you'll have your Final Soldier guys, you'll have your Superstar Soldier guys, and your, you know, Soldier Blade guys. So, okay. So we got that, and then I'm going to move up the list here again. Final Soldier, we paid, I think we paid like $29 for it. Oh no, we paid more for that, $39, but it was a brand new copy. So, I mean, it was almost like I could have bought it for $30 or $29, $30, or paid an extra $10, got a brand new copy, and know that I'm getting an immaculate copy. And for me, that was really important. With these games, they're not going anywhere. They're staying, you know, with us. And I really thought it was important to get immaculate copies. So here we go. I got to move up the list here because this one is one that, Jesus Christ, you got to pay for this game. Let me just get the price right before my phone goes dead here. What do we pay for this? This is Gunhead. This is. I paid $50 for this, which I was like astounded by, because this was a pack-in game on the TurboGrafx 16 known as Blazing Lasers, which has such a lame cover. Look at this cover; it's like, come on, coming at you. Gunhead is a treasure, and it's a game when I first started doing PC Engine Chronicles, everybody was telling me, Gunhead, Gunhead, Gunhead. But I'd played Blazing Lasers before. I know it's a great game, but in my head I was just like, it's almost like the Keith Courage of shooters. It was like that game that I thought everybody played and everybody knew about. But here we go. I wanted the PC Engine version. Here it is, Gunhead. And apparently this is supposed to be the predecessor to the Soldier series, to the Soldier series. This is supposed to be before the Soldier series, apparently. That's what I read. I'm not sure, but it's a great game. Fantastic power-ups. Very the difficulty structure. It's very easy in the beginning, and then it ramps up to really difficult. So I mean, you can make your way through this game and feel like a pro until you get to the end, and then you feel like many little pieces of a whole human being. So there you go, Gunhead. All right, now, this is an interesting game, and we paid $60 for this. Hang on, let's see here. This is Super Raiden. What's the reasoning behind this? Oh, $40. I'm sorry, $40. I wish I could freeze that. All right. So it's Super Raiden. Now, my experience with Raiden has the most badass cover you've ever seen. It's almost like it's black, and you can see the silhouette, almost like stealth of the bottom of the Raiden plane. I don't know if you guys can see that. I bought these plastic cases for everything. I got real nerdy about all this. But this is Raiden. This is a top-down vertical shooter. Huge arcade smash. Raiden's been ported to everything. Even the Atari Jaguar had a version of Raiden, which I had. People are wildly affectionate about the Raiden series. Me? I don't know. It's a good game. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. But what bothers me, I hate vertical shooters where you can move the screen. In other words, like your screen isn't set. I like to see everything in the play field. In Raiden, you got stuff going on. You can move to this side of the screen and to this side of the screen. And to me, I want to see the whole damn play field. And that doesn't happen in Raiden. But Raiden is a good game, and it has fantastic music. This is the CD version of Raiden. They also have the Hue card version of Raiden, which we didn't get. Okay. Oh, moving along. I think we might have paid $70 or $80 for this. This is Lords of Thunder. And this is the follow-up to Gate of Thunder, which was the pack-in game when I got my Turbo Duo. You know what? I'm going in the wrong order. We should talk about Gate of Thunder first. Gate of Thunder was the pack-in game on the Turbo Duo. It also came with Bonk's Revenge, Bonk, and Bomberman was in there too. Gate of Thunder has... Jesus Christ, Gate of Thunder, Lords of Thunder, they got the most rockin' soundtracks of any shooter that you're ever gonna listen to. I'm sorry. End of story. It's just... Gate of Thunder is so well balanced. The graphics are so awesome. The Gate of Thunder might be one of the greatest shooters of all time. I mean, this and R-Type, it doesn't get any better. It's a wonderful game. It's just a wonderful game. It works so well. I just don't know how to explain it. Between the music, you feel like you're inside. You're in the game. The music just pulls you in. It's so enveloping, this game. It's just, the controls are perfect. Perfect. Sensational shooter. If you're gonna go out and buy a shooter for your Turbo Grip, this is CD-ROM based, by the way. Yeah, this is Super CD-ROM, I believe. Super CD-ROM. So there you go. I mean, this was the showcase. A great cutscenes in the beginning. Listen, when I got my Turbo Duo, this was the game I would turn on and I would absolutely knock your fucking socks off. Because that hard rockin' music would come on, and that was something nobody ever heard in a video game before. And it was just like, this game is blowing my fucking doors off. Also this is widely considered to be one of the greatest shooters of all time. And relatively inexpensive. I think we paid $60 for this. Because I think there are a lot of copies out there of it. I mean, so you could have this for a song. For $60, you couldn't spend your money any better. Alright. That brings us to Lords of Thunder. Now, Lords of Thunder was a follow-up to that game. A lot of changes in this game. Stage select in the beginning. You can buy items and stuff like that. But the soundtrack, I mean, if they did great on Gate of Thunder, I think they might have even did better on Lords of Thunder. The soundtrack is just like, it's like, what did they hire, Metallica to do this? It's just like the most hard rocking music, guitars blazing. It's like, you know, you're a guy he's got a sword, you're shooting bullets. It's like your balls swell when you play. You feel like a real man. No, it's a great game. And you know what's interesting about this? You see how it says Winds of Thunder so generically across the top here? I thought that was a sticker when I was looking at it, for like when I was buying it, when I saw the pictures. I thought that was like somebody put a Winds of Thunder sticker, like from a Brother P-Touch or something like that. I said, oh man, what is that crap about? And then I noticed all the copies of the PC Engine version have that on there, so I was like, oh. Loosened up a little bit and bought it. So there you go. Wow, what a great game. I can remember this in Gate of Thunder. I thought to myself that I had arrived. I didn't think that video games could get any better. I didn't think they were going to get any better in the future. I said, this is it. How can it get any better? Okay. Here's one that I had to get. This isn't a shooter, but I had to do it. It's Strider. On the PC Engine, and it utilizes the arcade card. So I said to myself, this is supposed to be like an arcade conversion of Strider that, you know, this was supposed to be it. You know, and it utilized the arcade card, which is a RAM boost, and it was supposed to be it, but it's not. This game is a good game, but it's not a great game. I was expecting a lot better. So Strider, we paid $70 for this. 70, maybe $80 for it. But I don't want to keep going to the phone. I know which ones I have a rough idea about. I might be off by $10 maybe. But yeah, Strider. Okay, we're starting to get into some real hard hitting stuff here, guys. So hang on to your seat. All right. Oh, here we go. Spriggan. And what a Spriggan game. Now, listen, Spriggan is one of these games that everybody talks about, and I gotta tell you guys, it's okay. It's okay. I thought this game was gonna like blow my doors off, you know. People say, oh, the graphics are awesome. The graphics they're okay. The game is okay. Okay, I haven't put much time into it. You know, it's one of these games that is supposed to have, they call it the reverse bullet hell game, because you get these wild power-ups and whatnot, and that's good. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong, it's a great shooter, but it's not what everybody says it is. So there. I mean, you look at a lot of top 10 lists, and you know, a lot of people talk about Spriggan. Spriggan. Come to my house and say it to my face that I'm saying it wrong. Okay? I dare any one of you. Come to my house. I'll break a bat over your head. All right. What do we got here? Oh. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Hold on. Let me see the price. Let's get the price here. What do we pay for this? You guys ready for this? Hold on a second. Okay. Ooh, what do we pay? What do we pay? Big money. Big money. Okay, not so much big money. No. Okay. $60. $60. Let's see what we're getting up there. Okay, now this is a fantastic game. I call it Rack Samba. And wait. Rack Samba. Rack Samba 2. What I heard somebody pronounce it so wacky. Rack Samba 2. Okay? Now, you want to talk, listen, this is what, these games, okay, when I took a chance on the Rack Samba series, okay? This is a game I always saw in Turbo Force. They always talked about the Rack Samba series. Supposed to come over here to America, never showed up. So, I always wanted to try it, and this is my kind of shooter. This is a serious shooter, man. This is, a lot of people don't like it. They say it's too difficult because it's a serious shooter. It's a horizontal scrolling shooter. This is on the original, wow, it's a CD. It's not the Super CD. CD-ROM. And this game gives you one of my favorite options of all time in a shooter is you have a fire button, and then your other button is a thrust, which thrusts your ship like really quick across the screen in the direction that you choose. So you choose down and thrust. It'll thrust you down. So important for a shooter sometimes to do those evasive maneuvers because you're stuck. It eliminates the need for speed. And it gives you such a, if you get it down, and I've played it enough where I got it down, it helps you get out of the way. And in the level design, there's certain places where, you have to utilize it. And it is an awesome feature. This is serious. This is a difficult game. Don't get me wrong. But it's so worth playing. Great power-ups. This is a serious spaceship shooter. And a lot of people complain about this game. Don't know why. Okay, and then we move on to, let's see, what do we pay for this one? All right. This is, oh, jeez. Okay. And, all right. All right, I think we paid, $110 for this, maybe $110, just past the $100 mark. And this is, oh boy, this game is a treasure. This is a treasure. It's Rack Samba 3. And this game, biggest complaint with this game that people have is stark backgrounds. But it makes artistic sense. You start out on your home ship, right? And you're launched from your home ship along with fellow ships. And your ship is there, and it's a black background. You're in space, dope. It's black. So it's a black background, and you come out and you're defending your mothership. It's the first time, I think it's the first time that you've ever had to sit there and defend your mothership, for me at least. And I thought that was a great concept. And from there, you move into another level. It has this wonderful missile design aspect to it where you hold the button and let go, and it fires a burst of missiles. So you could be firing, you hold the button down, and it's automatically rapid shot. But when you let go of the button, a meter fills up. When you let go of the button, it lets out, it lets out these two missiles. They're like two big damage-causing missiles. And if you press the button again, we'll let up on the button a certain way. The missiles burst into a cluster of missiles. It's a wonderful feature. This has the thrust configuration too, so you can quickly dart across, back and forth, up and down across the screen. This is wonderful music, and the graphics are sensational. Sensational! This is a beautiful game, and it's Super CD-ROM, so it's utilizing, most of the Turbo Duo's capabilities. I mean, this is a rocking game, and it's got great music too. The boss battles, the bosses are big, and my two biggest surprises were Rack Samba 2 and 3. Very happy with these games. I think they're just great. a lot of moving backgrounds and such. Graphic anomalies and whatnot. Okay, I gotta be careful the way I stack these. I don't want them falling over. So here we go. And now this one I gotta look up. Okay. What do we pay for this? All right. This is. Okay, well, whoa. Paid $170 for this one, okay? And this is one of those games, one of these shooters that I've always heard about, and everybody talks so highly of. I mean, this is one of the, it almost has like cult status, and that is Nexer. And this, I think there's also a carnival version of this game. Isn't that interesting? You know, the Japanese, they have this wonderful feature on shooters. They call it carnival mode. And it's like, it was a competition mode. So they'd have a competition with these games, and you'd go in and you'd compete against each other, and they'd have actual special editions of certain games that were just devoted to carnival mode. They're basically just you're timed on the level, and you just try to shoot to get as many points as you can. It's a wonderful, wonderful concept. Why don't we do this stuff in America? So fucking boring. All right, so here we go. This is Nexer, and I got news for you. This is, it's a beautiful game. It's got spectacular music. This game kicks my ass in. And I don't know, it's not supposed to be that difficult. That's not a big gripe people have with it. For some reason, I have such a difficult time with this game. But the game is so well done. It's such a classically well done shooter that you just want to plow through it. Very cool. The music really gets you going. And you know, just big battleships appearing on the screen and whatnot. Really cool game. This is one of those games that I'm really gonna have to seriously devote some time to, because it's worth it. You could just tell. You can tell. Okay. Moving along here. Whoa. Whoa, jeez. All right, listen. I'm not above the old dick measuring contest. Listen, we all have games in our collection where it's like, hey, look what I got, you know? And, you know, I figured to myself, you know, if I don't jump on some of these games now, I'll never be able to own a physical copy. So here we go. I think we paid $299 for this one. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see, I got it right here. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we paid $199. I'm thinking of a different game. Here it is. It's Terra Cresta 2. And $199 was actually, comparably to other games for sale on eBay, other versions of this game was good. And because I've purchased from this seller before, and he had sent me immaculate games, I knew this game was going to be immaculate. I knew it was going to be perfect. And here it is. It's Terra Cresta 2, a decent shooter, a shooter that, this is another one that kicked my ass in. I didn't devote enough time to it. It's cool. It's on a Hue card. But one of those very hard to find PC Engine games. You know. Okay. Moving along. All right. Here's one that I couldn't help myself on. What did we pay for this one? All right. We're getting into the hard hitters here. We paid $352 for this one, okay? And I couldn't turn it down. I had to have it, even though everybody complains that it's an arcade conversion, okay? And everybody complains that the bullets are sped up. It's a hard game in the arcade, and it's even harder when ported to the PC Engine, and this is Truxton, or Tetsujin, which incidentally means expert. And you're going to have to be a fucking expert if you're going to get anywhere in this game. I think it would... But let me tell you something. As hard as this game is, and let me tell you something, it's hard. It's so much fun to play. It really is. The music is awesome. The power-ups they look great. The graphics in this game are terrific. They're just terrific. Something about this game just makes you want to keep on playing. I'm so glad I picked it up. I'm so glad I didn't. Everybody would say it's not worth it because it's too hard. Let me tell you something. This is one of my best pickups. I'm enjoying this more than anything. I don't know how many levels there are. I think I got up to the second level, maybe the third level. And the idea of getting any further than that it almost seems like an impossibility. You put down the controller and you just marvel at like how stressed out you are by the time you're done playing. This one is a real test of your capabilities. Let me tell you something. If you can beat a game like this, you can fly a fighter jet. I'm sorry. Because I don't know many guys that can fly a fighter jet and beat this game. Think about it. Hand-eye coordination, that's all it is. What are these guys? Tatsujin. I mean, almost a legend of a game. Very hard to come by. HuCard. Awesome game. All right, here we go. I mean, here's another one for the dick measuring contest. It's another game, this is the type of game when people come over, it's like, look what I got. Oh, I'm so important. No, this is another one of those games where I thought to myself, if not now, then never. What do we pay for this old girl? I think we paid, $299 for this one. And that is Sylphia. Again, one of those Super CD-ROM games that I never thought I'd be able to, even hold in my hand. And definitely, if I didn't get it now, then never, because I could just see the price of this one going up and up and up and up and up. Again, we got this. I thought for a decent price on eBay, and again, it was from a seller who I knew would give it to us in immaculate condition. And Sylphia is a decent game. I didn't put enough time into it. It's not really my style of shooter. More of I don't know what she is. Some broad flying around with wings, shooting things. More of a mystical, maybe like Greek mythology type of shooter. I don't know, Sylphia. I don't know the history behind it or anything like that, or the how would you say? I don't know much about it, but a decent game. Had to have it. All right, moving along here. Okay. This next game that I'm about to pull up, you need this for it. This is the arcade card, and this is it's basically the RAM card that jacks up the power capabilities of the PC Engine Duo or the Turbo Duo or not. You slip this in, you can play fighting games like what is it? Art of Fighting. What is the other one? Fatal Fury and stuff like that. There's a lot of fighting games that use this card. What was I talking about earlier? Strider utilizes this card. But here we go. When you talk about the PC Engine and you talk about Holy Grail games, okay? The holiest of Holy Grail games is probably Darius Alpha, which is it's a boss rush shooter made for competition. Actually not made in competition. I know you had to buy 2 games in Japan, 2 different Darius games, and mail in maybe UPCs, and then you received a copy of Darius Alpha. And I think there's only, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know how many were put out, maybe 500? Maybe less than that. I don't know. But Darius Alpha, I almost thought about getting it, but it almost seemed too ridiculous. I mean, you're going to pay for a copy with a case and whatnot. You're going to pay, it's like $1,200. If you're going to get a decent copy of it, you're going to pay minimum $1,200. And they go as high as $2,000 to $2,500. It really would be considered like it's considered the holy grail. But I said the next one down from that might possibly be this game here. And what a game. Let me tell you something. What a game. And now a lot of people say, oh, it's a fluff game. And this game was put out, and I tell you what, it works with the arcade card, and it supposedly pushes the Turbo Duo hardware to the absolute edge. And believe me, you'll see your Turbo Duo do things that you didn't think were possible. This is an exciting game. And I don't know if a lot of people have played it on actual hardware, but boy, what a thrill. Vertical shooter, vertical spaceship shooter, and let me just give you an idea. The first level, you're flying over a city, and it's almost like very Blade Runner-esque. I mean, there's like flames shooting out of the top of buildings, and there's advertisements, like holographic advertisements coming up on the top of buildings, like changing and whatnot. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous game, and a good game. It's not a shit game. It's a terrific game. A lot of polygonal style bosses and big bosses with a lot going on. Wonderful sound effects. And just outrageous power-ups. I mean, this game is... It's real candy for the eyes. And I think you can only appreciate it if you came from a time... You know, if you're an old guy like me and you came from that time where you knew the capabilities of your system now. I mean, for a young person to play this, we paid $650 for this. Woo, baby! We shot the lock off the wallet, and this is, and I made sure, and not only is it a real copy, but it is perfect. I mean, the disc is perfect, the manual is perfect, the case is perfect, everything about it is perfect. I'm so excited to own this. It's like the turbocharged, supercharger for the Turbo Duo. It really lights up that machine. I mean, you can hear the capacitors crackling while you play. They're working. No, I'm just kidding. It's all, you know that processor is just whining out and working. It's like a tractor pull for your Turbo Duo, and to me that's really exciting. And you almost see Super Nintendo type of effects chip graphics on some of these bosses, and to understand the limitations of the Turbo Duo and to understand the limits that this game breaks, it's neat. It's neat. And I wanted it. And we got it. So, very cool. Very cool. Moving along, I forgot this one. I don't know why I forgot it, but I forgot it. Ninja Warriors, a game I always wanted. A game with the first board's theme song. I think is one of the greatest musical. It's not a musical achievement. It's a great theme. It's a great song. It's a great game. Has great music. It's just one of these games that I remember from the arcade. It had a very special arcade cabinet with 3 screens. I mean, anybody that ever went into an arcade, that arcade cabinet was burnt into your mind, and it's just a wonderful. It's okay on the TurboGrafx 16, to be honest with you. You know, you're a robotic fucking ninja. Do I gotta tell you anything else? Okay. So, games that are not shooters. Here we go. Ease. 3 Wanderers from Ease. Wise. I bought this because, and this was a heavy hitter too. I think I paid 159, maybe more than that, maybe closer to $200 for this. This is a fucking expensive game, man. I remember back in the day, I loved Ease 2, Ease Book 1 and 2 so much that I never got the opportunity to pick up Ease 3. It was towards the end of the TurboGrafx lifespan. Not saying that this was, but I was buying other games, and I always wanted this game, but I missed out on it. So what did I wind up doing? I wound up playing the Super Nintendo version later on, when this version was pretty much unavailable, and the Super Nintendo version fucking blows. The scrolling on it is like fucked up, but I fought my way through it. I beat the game. I almost felt, I might be satisfied with that, but no, I'm not. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play it. Wanderers from Ease 3. One of the role-playing games that I really can't wait to play through. All right. And another kind of oddball game, not oddball, a game that I had when I was younger. I can tell you something about the Turbo Duo. Okay, it had 2 of the greatest point-and-click adventure games that you could ever imagine. Okay, and when I say point-and-click, I mean like Maniac Mansion for the Nintendo. I thought it was absolutely outrageous, wonderful game. But moving into the TurboGrafx, the Turbo Duo, I had Loom. And this is the TurboGrafx version. It's not the PC Engine version. And Loom is a point-and-click adventure game with classical music by Tchaikovsky. It had graphics for the time. Of course, you can't see them, but it had graphics for the time that were just like absolutely outrageous. A wonderful storyline, very humorous, but very, very dark. I mean, you're in a guild of weavers, like people with a technical ability to weave. I don't know, a guild of weavers. Your whole guild gets killed off, and you wind up like trying to find a guy. Go to hell. You might as well be in hell in some places of the game, and it's very dark, but very humorous at the same time. It's a wonderful adventure, and I know it would hold up for me because of a nostalgia thing. I don't know how it would hold up for everybody else. I think it's a terrific game. And Beyond Shadowgate. Again, I paid $90 for this. This is getting expensive. And Beyond Shadowgate for the TurboGrafx 16 Turbo Duo, which is like getting outrageously expensive. I think they're trying to get like $350 for it, like $400. I just wasn't ready to dive in. All right, now I got to blast through, even though I don't want to. I got to blast through the rest of the games we got. We're not for the TurboGrafx, but here we go. I picked up Ikaruga for the Dreamcast. I had it originally for the GameCube. I absolutely love this game, and I just wanted to play it again. It was such a great. It's a beautiful shooter, and. If you guys all know the story with Ikaruga. I don't have to explain it to you. But I bought the Dreamcast version because I'd rather have the Dreamcast than get a because I can get the Dreamcast shooters, and I'd rather have the Dreamcast version than have the GameCube version. So there we go. And now we move on to some Saturn shooters. Oh, by the way, Ikaruga, I think we paid $69 for? I'm going to say 69 because I'm not really sure. All right. Darius Gaiden. If you have a Saturn, you can get the American version of Darius Gaiden. I chose to get the Japanese because I just love the Japanese artwork on it. And it's just the style of the box and everything like that. CD jewel case, that's right up my alley. Darius Gaiden is one of the greatest shooters for the Sega Saturn. I don't care what you say. With a pyramiding style of levels where you can choose what levels you go to. Wonderful graphics, running 32-bit, and that Sega process is hauling ass with this game. It's just beautiful graphics, a great shooter. Darius Gaiden. I had it when I had my Saturn, had to have it again, so here we go. I paid $35 for this, which is real inexpensive. You can pick this up even cheaper than that. but here we go. Okay. Here's a game. Do you like Metal Slug? Do you love the way that, you know, do those hand-drawn sprites and all that? Well, if you want the underwater submarine shooter version of Metal Slug, here it is. It's a game called In the Hunt. And this game is a treasure. This game has sensational graphics. You have this submarine, picture Metal Slug style graphics. You shoot torpedoes. When you shoot the torpedoes, you see the propeller leaves like a turbulence in the water, like a spiraling turbulence in the water for every single shot. It's like, it's so detailed. You could just tell like the Saturn's ready to, the processor's ready to pop, making it happen. And that's one of the reasons why the game also suffers from tremendous slowdown, especially in the later levels. But slowdown, I don't mind slowdown too much. To me, it doesn't affect gameplay. Listen, it's slowdown proportionally. Everything slows down. I mean, what's your fucking problem? I mean, just play the way you were playing, just in a slower fashion. It almost helps you out. It's almost an advantage. So stop it. I don't think it ruins gameplay. I think it just alters it. All right. Well, it's just a gorgeous game. Gorgeous game. In Hunt. Okay. And whoa. And whoa. Whoopity woo. Wee woo wee. Okay. What do we pay for this? I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Okay, not bad. $63.99, and it's considered to be, I think, the first bullet hell shooter of all time. Donpachi. Look at me speaking Chinese, Japanese. Donpachi. This is a terrific game. This is, I believe it's an arcade port over to the Saturn, and you can just tell. It has that arcade feel to it. I don't think I've ever played a shooter on any other console that had such an arcade feel about it. I think it's a direct port, like perfect port of this game, Donpachi. I could be wrong, I don't know. But this game is awesome. Big bosses. Graphics are crunchy. I don't want to see everybody trying to say, the graphics aren't good, they're not crisp, they're pixely or whatnot. They're crunchy and they're good. I mean, I love pixelated graphics. I love it. Explosions, pixelated, wonderful weapons in this game. The weapons are like you have this energy blast. A wonderful feature of this game is you have this energy blast that you can use at any time, however long you want it. But the dynamic is when you shoot the energy blast, your ship slows up. So you have a disadvantage in maneuverability. Fucking genius. Genius. Great game. And relatively inexpensive. Donpachi. Get it. Alright, and then kinda disappointing. Okay? No, wait a second. I'm gonna tell you right now. One hell of a goddamn shooter. Don't get me wrong. But Donpachi we paid $80 for. Now, this is Donpachi, the sequel to Donpachi, obviously. This game is awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome. But maybe I didn't spend enough time with it. I don't feel it as much as I do Donpachi. How about that? Maybe I need more time with it. I'm not ruling that out because, like I said, I had very short plays on some of these games. But I enjoyed Donpachi more than Donpachi so far. But excellent games. Woo, wee. Would you look what we have here? Considered to be, this might be considered to be one of the greatest shooters of all time, and that is Radiant Silvergun, and this is an immaculate copy of Radiant Silvergun. This is a game that I've wanted for so long, a game that I've lusted after for so long, and I will tell you that, what do we pay for Radiant Silvergun? Hold on a second here. Might have paid like $2 something for it. This was one of the first games that I decided to get. Oh no, I'm sorry. 160. 160 for Radiant Silvergun. And again, it was from that seller who had really nice conditioned games. My initial impression of Radiant Silvergun so far? It has a lot of things, a lot of mechanical, like gameplay things that I have to get adjusted to. Let me just put it that way. Okay? But when you've played all these shooters, and then you play Radiant Silvergun, I'm not so sure it wears the crown of greatest shooter of all time. I'm not so sure it wears that crown. Good game. Listen, I haven't gotten that far in it yet. Kinda a little dated graphically, a little dated. Okay, don't jump down my throat yet. Naturally, I'm going to give it more time. But it just didn't knock my socks off like some of the other games did. Let's just put it that way. All right, and here we go. We're getting into some serious business here. You ready for this, guys? Okay. With the Sega Saturn stuff, this was one of the games that I had to have because I like realistic shooters. They don't have to be realistic, but they have to be somewhat realistic for me. And Battle Garega, and we paid $278 for this. Really, really nice copy of Battle Garega, and what a great game! What a terrifically, beautiful graphics. My only gripe with this game would be that some of the enemy bullets, there's a lot of debris that flies when you destroy enemy ships and stuff like that. And the enemies will come down and they'll send these bullets that kind of look like the debris, which is frustrating as hell. Beautifully gorgeous game. Really pretty graphics. Extremely difficult. But graphically so beautiful that it makes you want to push through and you want to see more and more and more and more. So, awesome game. Okay, so, just to let you know, PC Engine collection is coming along. You guys know we got Rondo of Blood, right? We have. I gotta throw that. I got them all out here, so I gotta show you. Okay, so our shooter collection is growing nicely. We got our Type 1 and 2. As you know, we have Salamander and Image Fight. And let me tell you something, guys. Image Fight is really holding its own. I don't know why I didn't get Image Fight 2. It might be in the works, but Image Fight is really one of my favorites for the PC Engine. Oh, and some PS2 games that we picked up. A brand new copy of Gradius 5. I think we paid $65 for this. That's close enough. Just a game that I wanted to try. Heard a lot about it. It's supposed to be just an absolutely gorgeous Gradius game. This is a brand new copy. And I think we paid $65 for it, so whatever. And then, and I gotta piss so bad, so we're gonna finish it off like this. R-Type Final. Another game that I've been hearing so much about for the PS2. So, some newer aged PlayStation 2, some newer age shooters that I think are really worth trying. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, R-Type Final, you can choose from over 100 ships. You can unlock 100 ships. So, I mean, well, I gotta try this. So there we go. Wow. That's it. I mean, if you want to get a visual, oh man, I would hate to drop this stack. Oh boy, this is not smart. So there you go. That's what $3,800 worth of games looks like right there. PC Engine, Sega Saturn. There you go. Money well spent. I don't care what you say. This is for the first time I'm going to say that that's money well spent. Listen. Guys, I don't know what the future brings. Here we go. Our shelves are empty, but the plan is to fill them shelves, right? And then empty those shelves and ultimately get what we really want. And now, you know, we're in the winter months right now. I don't know what's going to happen with this kid and garage selling in the future. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work it out. But I'm going to try to work it out. And what I want to do is what I'd like to do is review some of these games for you guys, so you guys can get, you know, an honest assessment of, you know, what are the good shooters and the bad shooters for your PC Engine, for your Sega Saturn, for your Dreamcast moving forward. So that's it, guys. I'm Bithead1000. You just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of civilization. Human civilization. Wow, look at that. You screwed up the last line. I'll see you next time.